Chai, an app you may have heard of before. It's a part of a, well, quote unquote, new wave of technology, namely AI chatbots. Now I have, dicked around and talked with AI chatbots, and I have friends who've talked to chatbots before. Most of them normally, pretty safe, like beta.character.ai, pretty safe and filtered site, unless you decide to slow burn the bot for some reason. But what I'm mainly here to talk about is Chai. Now, Chai is essentially completely unmoderated, which already creates an issue. That actually is the main issue of this video, because there are questionable bots on Chai, and as little as this video may do, I kind of want to talk about it because it is borderline disturbing to sit here and scroll through Chai and think about, it's disturbing shit on here. Now, as a whole, if a chatbot AI system is unfiltered, which allows NSFW content that's more explicit in nature, I think that's fine. People should be able to do whatever they want with that. But they pass into dangerous territory when this app is being actively unmoderated. Now, I will actually provide you with some examples. I had to re-download the app and scroll through a whole bunch of shit just to find some of these. But the fact that these even exist shows a lot about the app's moderation and the people who run this app. So concurrently, I'm actually scrolling through Chai to provide this live commentary. So going through the homepage, there's a lot of stuff like bully girls, mafia bosses, boyfriends. There's an autistic boyfriend. I don't mean to laugh, but like, why? There's a puppy swarm. Hold on. So I was editing the video and I realized my mic was making this really stupid fucking crackly noise, and I had to scrap like all 7 minutes of commentary and redo it. So as far as I'm going through this app, it seems, pretty normal. If, you want to talk to chatbots and find out what that fucking AI mouth do, that's fine. I'm all for it. Go for it, man. But the problem arises when, if you really like dig deep on these bots, there are tags that are being actively portrayed throughout, the app. For example, one of the more heavily used tags is abuse. Like, I found this set of bots that's like abused slave girl, abused slave boy, and I don't understand what the appeal to this is. Like I understand if somebody's into something that's more, BDSM based, that's fine, I guess. Not my thing personally, but hey man, go for it. It's like cucking. Cucking is a really fucking weird kink, but hey, go for it. But the abuse is not a kink. If you know somebody that's into abuse, or if your partner is just into being hit, being abused, or they're just into abusing you, that's not a kink. That's a fucking court case. And I don't mean to laugh because, abuse isn't funny, but there's so many people who just, romanticize abuse. Like there's a lot of people on TikTok who romanticize like mental illness for some reason, but that's a topic for another day that I probably won't even cover, because there's several YouTubers who have covered the romanticization of mental illness, coming from TikTok and more social media based platforms. So, I have no room to speak on that. But this site is so heavily unmoderated to the point where this abuse thing is being actively portrayed on the site, and nothing's being done about it. Also, another thing, I can only find very few bots with this, but there's a lot of NSFW sexual assault promoting bots. Now, it's the main issue with this is, I don't even need to fucking say it, because if a site is actively portraying sexual assault based bots, that's kind of an issue, and I shouldn't need to spell it out for you. But for the people who'd be like, oh, what's the problem, man? It's just a kink. There's nothing kinky about sexual assault. if you don't know, sexual assault is one of the most heinous things you can do to somebody. It's just fucking gross, it's terrifying, and it's demoralizing for the person. This is going to be a bit of a side tangent real quick. There are people who will judge a man or woman's value based off of them being sexually assaulted, and that's fucking awful. It's like, it's the same thing as like people with the damaged goods mindset. That's just incredibly dangerous, disgusting, and gross, if you know what I mean. Anyway, back on the topic. These bots should just not exist. You know, there was this bot on there called like Imperial Soldier Girl. I think it was an Imperial, so it was an Imperial Japanese girl. That bot got completely censored because, I don't know, Axis powers during World War II. Okay, whatever. I guess that's fine because to a degree that can promote some sort of propaganda if the person sets up the bot in that way. So, you know, that's kind of whatever. But there's bots that actively portray sexual assault that have been on this app for about a year and nothing's being done about them. That's terrible. Why does fucking Imperial Soldier Girl and Elf Girl D&D get censored? But no, this is fine, I guess. It's gross, man. Like, it's not like the people who made this app can't afford to step up their moderation. It's not. They make a pretty decent amount of money from what I know. Maybe they could be in crippling debt, but I severely doubt it. Because I'm going to explain to you why. There is a premium version on this app which allows you to get unlimited messages for $10 a month. USD, of course. Yeah, it varies from region to region. However, you can only, at least where I'm from, you can only get your debit card at the age of 16 and up. Now, the likelihood of people who are 16 and up using this app is much higher than the likelihood of those who are 15 and under using this app. Though it unfortunately does happen, it's still not as high as people who are 16 and up using this app. You can buy this virtually. You can buy the premium version of this app virtually. So, if you do the math, that's quite a bit of money per month. And I know for a fact that there's people out there who don't even use this app who just completely forgot about the subscription. So it's kind of one of those things too. Even if it was a problem to hire like people to do moderation, they should really develop that certain keywords or certain buzzwords should not be allowed within the app itself. Like anything abuse related or anything sexual assault related, though the term is outright banned from this app, there's a bunch of fucking loopholes somebody can exploit. And the fact that the creators didn't think of these loopholes is it's concerning, frankly. But I'm not here to dig my fingers in their asses. I kind of have been doing. But the thing is, this should not be allowed on the app. I know this app promotes like, oh, there's no filter. Okay, there needs to be a certain filter. You know, you shouldn't be allowed to say slurs. My friend sent me a screenshot. I shouldn't be laughing, okay? But like, holy shit, this bot is unhinged. I don't even know how the fuck he got the bot to say this. I'm gonna censor it up, but he managed to get the bot to say the fucking N-word, and I don't know how you do that. Anyway, so my main takeaway from never mind. I wanted to talk about one more thing. Incestuous bots. Unfortunately super common thing on this app, which has no moderation. I can kind of get the step sibling, step parent fantasy type thing. Okay, whatever. That's kind of a gray area. I think it's a little weird, but you know, hey, you do you. But the main problem comes from there's literally bots that's like, oh, this is strict mom, chubby sister, you know, shit like that. I'm not going out of my way to find this. Actually, I will, because I love you guys. But, you know, these bots are inherently sexual, and you're like, oh, they're just strict moms. Okay, if you don't know how it works, the person who programs these bots has to go out of their way to program literally everything. So it has to program responses and give it a basic pathway. As far as I know, of course, you know, there could be... I don't know if there could be. I'm pretty sure you have to, you know, program responses yourself to certain, you know, responses people would put in. And these bots will always respond to sexual things. Like, for example, if you go up to, let's say, strict Mom Maria, and you say hi, you could either get, just like oh, hey son, did you do your chores or some shit like that? Or, the bot can just go completely on Hinge and fucking give you a... Every time I close my eyes. Anyway, those are my main concerns with Chai, considering that there's zero moderation and there's just disgusting things that are being allowed on this app. I really think a step up in moderation would go a long way for this app, and a lot more people might use it, and a lot more people might just, fucking quit because they enjoy their slave abusive girlfriend roleplay for some reason. Anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about. See ya.